Good afternoon. Welcome to press meet for NIIT Q1 financial results announcements. Making the announcement with us today we have Vijay Thadani, Vice Chairman, Joint Managing Director, NIIT Limited, Mr. P. Rajendran, Joint Managing Director, NIIT Limited, and Sapnesh Lala, CEO, NIIT Limited. To start the press meet and set the overall context, may I request Vijay to share his opening remarks. Over to you, Vijay, please.
Thanks, Prateek, and welcome everyone to this press meet where we are actually going to brief you on the results of the first quarter of this financial year, which is FY22. I have with me, in addition to Prateek, I have our Joint Managing Director, Mr. Rajendran, and the CEO, Mr. Sapnesh Lala. Both Raju and Sapnesh will also participate in the Q&A, though Sapnesh will lead the fundamental briefing. I'll just start with only one line that I wanted to share with all of us, that in a very highly volatile and uncertain environment that we went through during the last quarter, I think the company has demonstrated an exceptional performance, both in terms of growth and profitability, the details of which and the contours of which Sapnesh will share. But I will now hand you over to Sapnesh to give the briefing and then open it for Q&A.
Thank you, Vijay. Yes, I would echo your thoughts on the fact that it has been a highly volatile and uncertain environment, and I think NIIT has delivered an exceptional performance in Q1. I also wanted to mention that while it seems like we have overcome the issues that we were facing with COVID in the last quarter, but the last quarter was devastating for many families and several families of NIITians. And I think the way NIIT banded together and made sure that together we are able to combat COVID was on one side gut-wrenching, but on the other side also heartening, because it proved the point that NIIT is truly a family and we stand for each other. That said, I think as Vijay pointed out earlier, we had an exceptional quarter. The revenue was at 301 crores, up 49% year-on-year and 9% on a quarter-on-quarter basis. The EBITDA profit stood at 72.1 crores, 196% up year-on-year, and the profit after tax was at 51.4 crores. The corporate business did really well. It added 3 new customers, all in the life sciences segment, as well as expanded their business with 2 large technology majors. The visibility for the corporate business stood at $298 million. The key products of the SNC business also showed both year-on-year and QoQ growth. StackRoute and TPaaS continue to have strong demand given the acceleration in digital transformation. So overall, a good quarter and excellent set of numbers. Thank you.
Thank you, Sapnesh, for taking us through the highlights of Q1 results. If there are any questions, we have Mr. P. Rajendran, the Joint Managing Director, our Vijay Thadani, Vice Chairman, MD, and Sapnesh, of course, to answer them. So over to you, Stuti.
I had 3 questions actually. The first is, obviously, if you can point out 2 or 3 reasons, specific reasons for the superb growth. What are the key factors? That's one. And second, a little color on the geographies. How are the various markets performing and looking? Are there challenges that you see? And third is on, the IT industry is seeing rapid growth, and accordingly, attrition has gone up. People are talking about hiring in massive numbers. So, how do you see that situation? How do you see that helping NIIT in the next few quarters? Thank you.
Sure. So I'll start with your third question first, and in case I forget the other two, do remind me what those were. But I think you're right. The IT industry and the opportunity that the IT industry has significantly increased in size and in terms of acceleration. Everybody wants to digitally transform their businesses as of yesterday, and therefore there is a war for talent, and that is showing up as the heights of hiring as well as the heights of attrition. In there is a great opportunity for NIIT, more specifically because what we have proven is that our program outcomes and our college to corporate model, where we address early students in earlier careers and who are able to come to NIIT and accelerate their path to a digital career is remarkable. And I think we have great opportunity there. Similarly, in our work with our enterprise customers in India who are trying to accelerate their journeys, a partnership with NIIT, both on StackRoute as well as TPaaS, is poised to attract a lot of attention and see a lot of growth. So I think it's a great opportunity for us, not just on the IT industry, but then IT and digital transformation creates growth opportunities for other industries as well. And I think we have a great opportunity in BFSI as well. I think your second question was around geographies and growth with respect to different geographies. Given India was quite devastated with COVID in the April, May, and part of June timeframe, we did see significant growth with respect to United States and Europe. I think both the geographies did well, both from new customer acquisition perspective as well as performance of our existing customers. North America seems to have come out of the COVID-related shutdowns faster, given the increase in vaccinations, and is starting to come closer to normal every day. And then I think you had the first question was more around what were the key reasons or what caused this exceptional performance. I think from an overall perspective, the corporate business continues to do really, really well. But in addition to the corporate business, we saw strong year-on-year growth in our SNC business as well. In terms of a corporate business, the real estate business or customer we have had significant growth in Q1, and it followed on the heels of a significant quarter in Q4. So that business continued to do well, given the high demand for real estate and the boom that's been going on in North America. That boom seems to be calming down a little bit, and we'll see some tapering or some leveling of demand going forward. But I think that was a key contributor to, in addition to the increased new customer activity with respect to our corporate customers, as well as the expansions we have seen with some of our existing customers in the airline space or in the aerospace space, the banking space, and then more recently, the new customers that we've expanded our business with in the technology space.
And one just quick addition in terms of specific sectors, are there specific areas where you still see challenges because of the pandemic? Any concerns?
I think there are. I mean, all I think most of the sectors are starting to recover. There are some sectors which are accelerating their transformation. For example, the oil and gas sector is accelerating its transformation to becoming low fossil fuel or more a renewable energy sector, and that business is going through a cycle of significant transformation and change in direction. But I think from an overall perspective, we see a lot of momentum on the technology sector, a lot of momentum in BFSI, a fair bit of momentum in life sciences.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So if in case there are no other questions, we'll close the press meet here. We are available for any further queries. You can reach out to us on email or call us. Thanks so much for joining us for the press meet. Bring this to a conclusion now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.